So I'm just here to tell you that if you are doing a job, you are just leaving money on the table. You are losing out big time. Hi, how is everyone doing? I feel like we haven't caught up in such a long time. But yeah, it's nice to be back. Anyway, for anyone new that is just joining for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. My name is Moyo, and just for a bit of credibility, I am a qualified accountant. I work in internal audit. I've been doing so for the past 6+ years. And yeah, let's get into this video. So what is Ajo? Especially for the benefit of non-Nigerians, because I know my Nigerians out there know what Ajo means. So Ajo is community savings, group savings. So people come together to save money, right? And what then happens is, at the end of the month, the individual from the group will take all of the money that has been saved, and then they do this at intervals. So they keep rotating it until everybody within the group takes their own money. To put it in numbers, so if there are 5 people that come together to save ₦1 million each, at the end of the first month, person A would take 5 million. At the end of second month, person B would take 5 million, and then they rotate it until everybody within the group takes 5 million. What else is a good way to save money and to get quick access to funds? The thing is, you're leaving money on the table. So there are 2 reasons why I think people just generally do Ajo. The first being that they lack financial discipline. So they feel like this is a great way to have that accountability, because they've said they're going to pay such and such amount at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month to people, so they just do it. Whereas if it's to themselves, they may not necessarily follow through every single time. And that's fine. It's completely understandable. The second reason why I think people do Ajo is just, again, to help people around them that need access to funds very quickly. So if they were to set up businesses, school fees or something, like, people just do it because they need quick access to funds. If you fall in that category whereby you're sort of doing it to help people around you, that is completely fine. I completely stand by that, because I think in life, some people generally derive satisfaction from helping other people. They feel like it's their purpose. You know, if it's that, this conversation is not necessarily directed at you, if I'm being completely honest, but you can still stay just so that you're able to learn if you were to do it to make more money. When I think of Ajo, I liken it to fixed deposit, because again, you have a fixed amount that you're sending to the group every month. So you just know that you're putting such and such amount. And at the end of the period that you have predetermined between yourself and the group, you then take the bulk amount, right? So if that's the case, to me, a similar financial product to that would just be a fixed deposit account. However, I know with fixed deposits, you can obviously decide to break it, and if you do that, you definitely lose your interest. But there are some platforms that wouldn't even allow you break it. So I personally, if I like discipline, I would use those platforms instead. And the thing is, instead of doing just Ajo, why don't you put your money in a fixed deposit account whereby you're able to earn interest? So I'm Nigerian. I'm somewhat familiar with PiggyVest. Currently, they have a financial product offering called SafeLock, which basically is like a fixed deposit account, in my opinion. So you put a certain amount of money in there, and then at the end of the period that you want, you get your money back plus interest. Currently, they offer 19.5% as interest. So imagine if you put ₦1 million every month for 12 months, right? I've actually done the math for you, because you know me, yeah. How are you sure that I'm saying the right things if I haven't actually done the math for you? So if you see the screen there, you see at the end of the year, so at the end of month 12, which we can liken to December. So month 1, January, month 12, December, just to make it simple. So all you need to do is obviously like apportion it for all of the periods, because again, it starts to depreciate because you have less than 12 months as the months reduce. So anyway, I've done the math for you. If you did put ₦1 million every month from January to December, you would have earned an interest of 1.3 million. Similarly, in the UK, fixed deposit accounts generally pay between 3 to 4.3% ish. So let's just do like a modest 4%. If you were to put £500 in a fixed deposit account every month, you would earn £130. Do you see how you're just leaving money on the table? And I know there are people out there that will be like, that's if you have 1 million. I don't have 1 million. I don't have 1 million. See, it's a fixed deposit account, so the rate is constant. I know there's some nuances involved, because, for example, in the UK, I don't think you would actually ever find a financial institution in the UK that is willing to allow you to fix any amount less than 500. But if you're in Nigeria and you had access to SafeLock, I don't think they have any minimum amount that you can put into it. So see that the excuse is not really holding water. Anyway, even though I've used 1 million as an example to simplify things, all you need to do is to divide it by the proportion of the amount that you're going to save. So for example, if you were to save 200,000 naira, that means all you need to do is to divide the 1.3 that I just calculated by 5, and you would have made an additional 260,000. Obviously, these are approximated numbers, but you get the gist. So this is me imploring you now. Before you do, I just ask yourself, am I doing this just to help people around me? If that is it, that's fine. Like, I completely understand. So long as it's within reason. Helping people, yes, I believe that life is about giving and taking, and sometimes you give. If you're giving, that's fine. I completely stand by that. But make sure you're giving within reason. Anyway, if you're doing, I just ask yourself, am I doing this to help people, or am I just doing it because I lack financial discipline? And if you lack financial discipline, you are definitely losing out, because you could be making more money. And the way this economy is right now, whereby inflation is going up, everything's just more expensive. So why not make sure you're putting your money in a place that makes you more money? Do you get the gist? Anyway, I think we'll have to end it here. And thank you. Hope you found this video insightful. And if you have not subscribed or liked my video, please make sure you do subscribe, please. We're currently on 20 subscribers, but you know, we're trying to get to 100, road to 100. So please, if you found this useful, please share it to your friends, family members, people around you. And yeah, let's all learn together. And again, before you do our job, just ask yourself, why am I doing this? So that you don't keep losing out. Because this money that you're getting is what? Free money. So you might as well just what? Get it. Anyway, shalom. Bye-bye.